Oh. Good evening, my little rings of lipstick around the nipples, and a very warm, wibbly wobbly, willy wavy welcome to Thursday Night Live. And I'm going to begin the main stream of this evening's symposium by telling you, quite frankly and unashamedly, that I am more than particularly joyful to be here with you tonight. I am literally consumed with joy. Joy is cascading around my inner personage like one of those wave machines in one of those leisure centres that we used to go to when we were children and haven't been to for a while. In my case, quite a while. Can't remember the last time. Gosh, it would have been back when I was married. Do you like swimming, darlings? Are there any keen swimmers amongst you? And we are going to spend the next lovely hour together. We're going to wave away Thursday. We're going to welcome in Friday, Poets' Day. Piss off early. Tomorrow's Saturday. It's come round again. It comes round so quick. Look, everything is just working out beautifully tonight, isn't it? And we've got everything that we could possibly need here with us tonight, darlings. We've got you, the most important aspect of this homemade spaghetti bolognese. We've got me, not quite as important, quite honestly. We have got the box, which is ready to be pounded. We've got the hedgehog of truth. If you would like to put me on the spot and ask me an embarrassingly, inappropriately personal question, to which I would then have to give you an honest answer. We have got the community portable electric telephone on which you can leave me a voice note via, a bewildering range of mediums. What else have we got? I have got on this iPad here, I have got the capacity to gift 5 channel memberships. To gift them, darlings, to give them away entirely free of charge. 5 lucky people could be the recipients of a top tier, much valued channel membership this very evening, darlings. Yes, I am not just filled with joy, I am going to allow that joy to overflow from me in a variety of ways. And one of them will be the gifting of no fewer than 5 top tier channel memberships. And you know the exciting range of opportunities that channel membership affords you. So you are probably quite rightly clutching your little tinkles with excitement at this very moment. And quite honestly, who could blame you? Now, at this point, darlings, I'm going to level with you. I'm going to have a goodly slurp of my lovely wine, and then I'm going to dive into your comments because, as I say, it's all about you. It's all about you, pufflings. It's because it's all about the bogs. No riffraff, etc., etc. Oh, I'm in a surprisingly good mood considering I'm not actually in a good mood. But because I was kind of telling myself or telling you that I was in a good mood, guess what? No, I really am in a good mood. And it's going to be a wonderful hour. At around 17 minutes to the hour, to the next hour, to the midnight hour, I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour. I might just become so joyful that I have no alternative but to bare my buttocks at you. Yes, it could be one of those nights. It is Thursday night, darlings, and traditionally, Thursday nights have been a little bit on the mad side, haven't they? You know it. You remember. You were there. You will never forget where you were when you remembered where it was you were at a particular point in time. God bless Donald Trump. God save the king. God save me. Right, drinky time. Here we go. Your very good health, darlings. Bottoms up yours, and above all, please get stuffed. You might need to excuse me for a moment. Oh, 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 God, oh, that, oh, bloody hell. Oh, oh, Lord. Lordy, Miss Claudie. Oh, oh, dear. Well, Jings and indeed Crivens. Oh, it's still going. That was a good one. That was a good one. Now then, darlings, into the meat and potatoes of this spaghetti bolognese. And as you can tell, tonight I'm not going to be offended by a mixed metaphor. No, not me, darlings. Not me. Uh, First cab off the rank tonight was the absolutely plumptious HW100 or HW100 or HW100 if you prefer, who says, "Good evening, Boaty." Ah, now then, HW100 knows how to roll in these things. Straight in with the food talk. Oh, and have I got some lunch news for you, my lovelies? My God. Uh, Good evening, Boaty, says HW100. Ham salad sandwich and a bag of crisps for dinner for me. That sounds Gosh, that sounds quite restrained. Followed immediately by Carol C. Good evening to Boaty and all of the worldwide community. I have liked, you're a wise woman, as I know I'm going to enjoy being in Boaty's embrace. Cheers. Well, I'll drink to that, my lovely. Cheers to you too. Marvellous. HW100 goes on, Carol C. Did your dinner fill you up? My dinner was lamb's liver with onion gravy, crispy bacon, mashed potato with some green, and, she adds, orange vegetables. Oh, that sounds rather splendid, doesn't it? Peter P is with us. Hello, friends of the amazing Momo. Lord Stiff Upper Lip is here, and Lord Stiff Upper Lip pledges allegiance to the flag of the United States of Confusion and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice, and kebabs for all. I'll drink to that as well. I'll drink to anything tonight. Lovely, marvellous. Oh, good. The M11 is here. Now, I'm glad the M11 is here, old Mimi LeBlanc, because we know things are not great for Emma at the moment, and that's an understatement, like Noah looking out of the ark and saying, "Oh, we might get a drop of rain." And when she's not here, then I kind of feel a bit powerless. But when she's with us, we can't do much, but we can hold her in a virtual embrace. We can say they're there. and we can send thoughts and love and positivity that her situation and the situation of hers uh, improves rapidly and noticeably. So I'll drink to that. Cheers, Emma. And Emma says, "Good evening to the good people of Boaty's kingdom and to his glorious highness, Lord Bunghole. I noshed on Boaty's noodles today for the first time in about a week. Yeah, they've been feeling neglected, Emma. They were wondering when you were going to give them a good noshing. A week's a long time to go without a good noshing, isn't it? In my experience. I mean, they say a week is a long time in politics. It's an even longer time in the land of the unnoshed. And you know I'm only talking sense. Look what I bought tonight, darlings. Look what I bought. I bought some washing up liquid. Do you know why? Because I was running out of it. Look what else I bought, darlings. It's another one of these. Why did I buy another one of these? Watch tomorrow's video to find out. It won't come as any great surprise to you. I asked something up. I'm always asking something up. That Boaty, people say, he's always asking something up, and it's true. I am. Emma is sending sausages to all who may need them. I need sausages. I have. Now, I'm properly Mother Hubbard here at Windy Bum. Winter's kicking in. The gas meter is demanding unfeasibly large quantities of money on a far too regular basis for my liking, and my fridge and freezer are virtually bereft of food, and that explains today's lunch, darlings. I hadn't decided in advance what I was going to have for lunch. Uh, Lunchtime preparation time came around, and I prepared to make my choice, and I discovered I didn't have anything. Nothing. Didn't even have a tin of beans for beans on toast. Bugger all. So I had two potatoes, two Charlotte potatoes left in the potato drawer. That's it, just a miserly two. So I cut them up. I cleft them. I cleft them twice, uh, so that I could fool myself into thinking I actually had six potatoes rather than just two. And I deployed the final emergency Frey Bentos pie, darlings. So now I really have got nothing. My emergency, there's no emergency pie in that cupboard. I shall have to shoplift one in short order. And I won't lie to you, darlings, I really enjoyed that emergency pie with my two potatoes that I pretended was actually six potatoes by cutting. No, that's wrong, isn't it? No, it's not. It's right. Yeah. I cut each one twice. So I had six potato pieces, and I just pretended that they were six potatoes rather than just a mere two potatoes. So there we are. But what a splendid lunch that was. I mean, there is absolutely no question that a Frey Bentos pie is a rather marvellous thing. Peter P would like to accept Emma's offer of a sausage. And Emma says, well, I can send you one, Peter, but I'm not sure what condition it will be in. By the time it arrives with you in Finland. Oh, I've got the normal live stream tickle in the throat. Oh dear. Is it snowy where you are? And Peter P says, I'm sure it will be fine. No snow as yet. I will report as soon as I see some. Jimmy F500 says, waiting for tonight, when you would be here in my arms. Waiting for tonight. I've dreamed of this love for so long. Waiting for tonight. Yeah. Says J. Lowe. Not a clue. Not a clue, darlings. Ian Hully is with us. As Sir David Frost used to say, hello, good evening, and welcome. Or as Roger Melly, the man on the telly, used to say, hello, good evening, and bollocks. I prefer Roger Melly's version. Alan Simpson is with us. Good evening, Grandmaster Boaty and Honourables. How is everyone doing? I had a post-curling chippy tea. Oh, splendid. What did you have exactly? Good evening, All Says Bad Books. That I'm not reading that out, Emma. That is absolutely disgraceful. Did you win at curling, Alan? Asked Carol. Carol asked Alan how he was, and he said, just grand, thanks, Carol. It's been a busy week, so I'm looking forward to the weekend. Andrew Buttigieg joined us and welcomed everyone by name, as he always does. He's very good like that. Pocahontas 100 arrived and said, good evening, everyone. Hello, fellow inmates, says the lovely Jimmy F500. Sadly, not, says Alan in response to Carol. We got absolutely humped. The good news is, though, that if you lose, the opposition have to buy you a drink, so nobody really loses. They're coming to take Mr. away, haha. I had that record. They're coming to take me away, haha. And the B-side of the record was the record played backwards. They're coming to take me away, haha, to the loving hand. Well, that was a good record, that was. Oh, a Hedgehog of Truth question from Alan Simpson. When was the last time you cried? Good question. Good question. I am metaphorically retaining hold of the hedgehog. I just need to muse on that. Because I would love to answer it honestly, and I'm trying to remember. Now, I'm pretty sure. Oh, what was I watching? Right, the last time I cried was about 2 or 3 days ago. And I was watching something on either Facebook or YouTube, but I honestly can't remember what it was. Talking about crying, it's quite a weird thing. I used to be, darlings, a very, very manly man. I wouldn't cry for anything. Didn't really show emotion. I was, I took after my grandfather. I was stoic. And then suddenly, I can't remember what age I was. Suddenly, I became incredibly moist. And I've heard other men say this, so I don't think it's just me. But there came a point when I suddenly became incredibly moist. And I would cry at a song or at a video or at a bit of a film or a television program, or I'd cry in the supermarket if the run of beans were reduced. And it's like that now. It's like that. I am a very moist man. Things that are guaranteed to make me cry. Right. Oh, hello. A voice massage. I've got a couple of those to play you. I'll just finish this and then I'll play them. Things that are guaranteed to make me cry. Show me or make me listen to Luciano Pavarotti singing Nessun Dorma from Turandot at the first Three Tenors concert, 1990 in Caracalla. And I guarantee you I will cry. And I'll tell you exactly when I will cry. If you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Luciano Pavarotti, a man that I revered and adored and had the great good fortune to meet, he was a very vulnerable man. And vulnerability can be touching. And he was also very superstitious. He's gone now, bless him. That's why I'm referring to him in the past tense. But if you watch his solo version of Nessun Dorma in the original three tenors at Caracalla, then coming towards the end of the aria, then I'm sure you all know it. Some of you might know it as the World Cup song. Some of you will know it as the aria sang by the male lead Calaf in the opera Turandot. But so it goes at the end. It goes, Dilegua notte, tramontate stelle, depart, O night, set you stars, all'alba vincero. Come daylight, I will conquer. And then that is repeated. And of course, very famously, it ends on a high C. And of course, Luciano was known as the king of the high Cs. But if you watch him performing that, then you have to put it in context. The original three tenors was by far and away the biggest classical music event in the history of the world of all time. Something like 36 billion people were watching that live. It was in Caracalla, which, for those of you who aren't familiar, is an open-air amphitheatre on the outskirts of Rome. It is the most evocative and emotional place. And you've got, for the first time ever, you've got three complete orchestras playing together. And then you've got the three, at the time, greatest tenors in the world singing together for the first time. And the conductor was the greatest conductor in the world, probably ever, in my opinion, Maestro Zubin Mehta. In my opinion, the greatest conductor in the history of the world. I've put Leonard Bernstein up there as well, actually, which might surprise some of you. But Mehta was the man, as far as I'm concerned. And the way the concert was structured, you had the three tenors all doing individual arias or popular songs from their country before they all joined in on a series of medleys. And the final solo aria was, fittingly, Luciano Pavarotti singing Nessun Dorma. But just imagine the stress. 36 billion people, or whatever the figure was. It was the most watched live television event of all time at that point. You've got all those people watching you. You've got your peers around you. You've got the greatest conductor in the world staring into your eyes. And you've got the audience there. It's going to be the biggest moment of any performer's life. And you have got to hit a perfect high C. Now, watch him. And when he hits the note, the only look on his face is one of abject fear and terror. And in that, and he's singing outside. For an operatic tenor, that's a really serious thing. A really serious thing. It makes everything so much more difficult because the air is too cold, constricts the throat. And he hits that note with that look of total fear on his face. And he hit it perfectly. And he held it perfectly. And then, as he came off the note, gasping for breath, then the look of fear melted away. And it was replaced by a beaming smile of joy and relief. And I burst into tears at exactly that moment. Every time I see it. Can't help myself. Can't help myself. And I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to say it. It's not just the emotions of the man, it's the emotions of the music, of the voice, of the emotions behind the lyrics, because the lyrics are very powerful. I I named the company that was dearest to me. I named that company Vincero, and it's a word that means everything to me. It's a word that I embraced since I was a kid living in poverty on a grotty council estate in Worcestershire. I embraced that bloody world and I thought, I will conquer this, I will conquer that, and I will conquer the other. The word started for me when during my athletic career as a cyclist, and when I discovered that the world's greatest frame builder couldn't build a decent frame for me, and my father and I started building my own, they needed a brand, they needed a name, and that name was Vincero. I shall conquer, because that was my ethos and was all through my life. That's the if people say they live by a word or a phrase, then that's one I've lived by. Vincero. Come daylight, I will conquer. And the first frame that I built, the brand was Vincero, and then I gave them all. Every frame I built got an individual model name, and the first one I built, I named Victor Ladorum, Latin. It means bringer of victory. Yeah, I've never been shy and humble, darlings. I used to have on my shorts down there, I used to have my own sponsorship, Acme, perfection. Yeah, I was never shy. Other things that will make me cry. Oh, just make me watch the end of Breakfast at Tiffany's, the film, and floods of tears. I guarantee you. You've probably heard enough about me crying now. Let me play you some voice notes that people have very kindly sent in, and here is the first for your delectation and delight, and indeed mine. Thank you very much. And it's from the lovely Carol C.
Hi Boaty, it's Carol C. I enjoy your videos and live stream. Each evening I fall asleep about 35 minutes in, so each night your voice is the last that I hear before sleep. So, either your voice is soporific or you bore me into a coma. Sending hugs and sunshine to you and all the community. Toodaloo.
Oh, isn't that absolutely lovely? Thank you so much for that. That's absolutely lovely. And what a lovely privilege to be the last voice that somebody hears as they drift off to sleep. That was very sweet. Nice use of the word soporific. I will write that down. There could even be a live stream title in there somewhere. Do come up with live stream titles, darlings. I keep forgetting to ask you to do it. I shouldn't need to ask you. You should know it's your job. And I've got another voice note for you here. And this is a voice that you will recognize only too well. Don't know what it says. I haven't heard it myself yet. Here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
On the live stream, you have just said that you used to have the record of They're Coming to Take Me Away, as did I, or my parents did. And indeed, on the B-side, it was sung backwards. Well, it was played backwards.
Yeah.
And me, being a bit weird, decided I need to learn how to sing this song backwards. And I did. And I'm afraid I can't remember it all, but I do remember the beginning. And it went like this. Weekend in it. Yeah, that's all I can remember. But I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you will learn it so that next time I see you, Boaty, we can do a duet of it together. Ciao for now.
Well, oddly enough, you know, twinnies here. I did exactly the same. I used to sing it backwards as well. But like you, that was a long, long time ago. And like you, I say it's exactly the same situation. I say I had the record, my parents had it, and I appropriated it, and it made its way into my bedroom where I had my own gramophone, and I used to play it, and yeah, I used to sing it backwards as well. And like you, I can't remember how to do it. But that was splendid. Where did I get to? Emma, I tried emailing you today. It says Pocahontas 100, but it said my email was blocked. Oh dear. Excuse me. Chaz Brown joins us and says, good evening, your Boaty ship, and a jolly good evening to you. Jimmy F 500 says someone's going to get lucky with membership. They are. 5 people are going to get lucky. Mr. Boaty is very chipper tonight, says Andrew Buttygig. Oh, a voice massage from, another voice that you will immediately recognize.
Well, hello.
Hello.
I'm having a break from listening to your voice editing the video by listening to your voice on live stream.
Oh, is that it? Okay. My dear chum, Captain Mustard there, who's having a break from my voice on his video by listening to my voice on the live stream. Oh, dear. Oh, Pocahontas, did you spell it right, says Emma? Check there are 2 N's. The Emma Lemon at outlook.com. Allegro Man seemed to enjoy his meal at Windy Bum, says Jimmy F500. Yeah, thank you to those who watched the video today. It is a lunch video. Me and Mustard and the lovely Andy, who is... Andy's a lot funnier than I realised, actually. When he was on good form on Monday, he was quite relaxed and he's really funny. He made me absolutely howl laughing a few times. Andy pulled a little trick on me when we were talking about my OCD. He said, right, come here, took me into the front parlour and said, I've moved something. What have I moved? Let's see if your OCD is as real as you say it is. I saw it within a fraction of a second. And he said, oh, right, fair play. I reckon he's been pottering, Andrew, says Emma. Hedgie looks worried, says Peter P. Blimey, it's been 6 minutes and he's still on the intro, says Emma. Good evening all, says Stratospherian. I did note, says Emma, that Boaty didn't provide napkins at the Momo lunch. Guilty as charged. We might see the whole of the moon, says Alan, or all 19 of them, at least. Oh, Matron joined us, evening all, 5 minutes behind and playing catch-up as I was preparing for my train journey and road trip tomorrow. Sorted now, I think, so ready for anything. What is this train journey and road trip? We know not of which you speak, Matron. Do tell us. Don't keep it a secret. One of the best intros since Pearl and Dean at the pictures, says Ian Hulley. Before joining in here, says Andrew, I was curious about Ripley and was the maps of Google. I was trying to find the mysterious shop of the knocking doings. And I can't find the customer review either. It's easy enough to find, Andrew. It's easy enough to find. The knocking shop, there's no sign or anything like that. There is just an anonymous doorway, and if they're open, the door will be propped open, and there's a stairway going upstairs, and that is all that you will see if you're looking at Google Street Maps. You will find reviews if you go on the right sort of websites. And they do have their own website, obviously, which you can have a look at should you wish to. It's fine, Tracy, says Emma, because so far it's just done the intro. Nothing's happened at all yet. Thank you, Emma, says Pocahontas 100. I did indeed spell it wrong. Those wine glasses will ruin your cheap pink underwear, says Bad Books. Thank you for the good wishes, Mr. B, says Emma. You're welcome. I fancy a noodle nosh now, says Matron. Hey up. Boaty's bought washing up liquid. That can only mean we have another washing up themed live stream coming up in the near future. No emergency Fray Bentos pie, says Peter P. No, there is no emergency Fray Bentos pie. Positive vibes, especially to Emma, says Carol C. Retail therapy, a welcome distraction. I wouldn't mind clefting a Charlotte, says Andrew. Which one? Church? Thanks, Carol, says Emma. I've been stuck indoors for about 2 weeks, so I thought, why the heck not? Diane Sturdy has joined us, channel member, naturally. Good evening, lovely people. What about a ketchup sandwich? Dear God. I have a Fray Bentos for emergency use. Everybody should. Ketchup sandwich sounds disgusting, says Emma, and I agree. Boaty is choking on an invisible sausage, says Peter P. Matron used to eat ketchup sandwiches in her poverty days. Ring 999, Boaty's about to choke. Ketchup on toast was lovely as a kid. Tomato sauce and sliced ham sandwich, schoolyard staple. So many people seem to love fish finger sandwiches, says Emma, but they sound vile too. The song is by the lovely Jennifer Lopez, says Jimmy 500, and I apologise to you and to her, presumably, but I've never heard of Jennifer Lopez. I do apologise. Jimmy 500 is actually in the process of not buying ketchup, brown sauce. Mustard is on trial. I reckon, says Emma, Mr. B cried on Monday when he realised his parcel shelf and handbook were missing. It's probably a change in hormone levels, the moistness, says Carol C. A missing parcel shelf is no laughing matter. I agree. It's not a laughing matter. And I've had to postpone my trip to Snowdonia because of that wretched missing parcel shelf. Because next Monday I'll be going to the yard. I won't be going to lovely Snowdonia and a lovely Travelodge hotel. Never mind. Hopefully, finances permitting, I will do it the week after, and that gives me an extra week to get Officer Crabtree fully road trip prepared. Male menopause will be making you more tearful, perhaps. It's called menopause, Boaty, says Andrew. I thought it looked different and couldn't figure out why. Of course, it's the missing parcel shelf and handbook. Peter P says, I bought a Zara estate and noticed at home the rear headrests were missing. A couple of very difficult days before they turned up. I feel that pain. I think as we get older, says Matron, we have more life experiences to emotionally draw on, and memories get pinged or dredged up. Is there a male menopause, asks Skick? I don't know, Skick, says Emma, but if there is one, Boaty would be a prime candidate for it, I reckon. What bothers me now, says Skick, is I've lost interest in my hobbies, and also my interest in the ladies has taken a sharp decline. So maybe that could be the menopause. Mustard was here. Hello, bus drivers, and hello to you. Ask a quick question, says Ian. You get war and peace. You bloody do with me, mate. Evening, Mustard, says Matron. Funnily enough, I've had you singing driving a bus, from that live stream you did with the pan lid. Oh, blooming day. Hello, mustard darling captain. Jimmy F500 says the fiance. What about the fiance? Oh, and my fiance is fine and well. If anybody was wondering, she hasn't put a video up lately, but she's all good. Listening to the live streams the next day. Bless her. Ah, splendid woman. Listening to Boaty before sleep always makes me dream about him, says Emma. The other night I dreamt I was hanging curtains for him. Is that true? Oh, God. Oh, I see. Peter P says, give me a 500. That's Carol A. Oh, it was a mix-up of Carols. Right, yeah. No, that was Carol C. My fiance is Yvette of the Damp Baps, otherwise known as Carol Ann. Oh, Carol, I am but a fool. Doctor Who, when Van Gogh sees his art being exhibited, makes me cry every time I see it. Where is Carol B, says Peter P. It's all confusing, says Jimmy F500. Carol C is here but getting sleepy. My experience with 30 quid made me cry, says Ian. Mustard is all boated out. Enigma Spa, says Peter P. Yeah, that is the name of the knocking shop, almost opposite the restaurant. Get you lot with all of your local Ripley knowledge. I am but a fool. Don't ever leave me. I had a weird thought. Seeing as I'm all engaged in that, I thought for a laugh one night when I've had a couple of glasses, I might change my Facebook status to engaged and just see what comments it provokes. Just for shits and giggles. Because obviously there's a whole raft of my friends who don't watch these live streams or my videos generally, and they won't have a clue what's going on. And my Facebook profile is public, so anybody who stalks me, by which I mean, ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, anybody, people who don't like me, anybody who stalks my Facebook profile can see absolutely everything. I quite enjoy that. So, excuse me, wine burp. That might be a giggle. I might do that. Is the knocking shop where you can get your big end fixed? Well, metaphorically speaking, yes, Ian, I imagine so. Andrew says, so how highly do you rate the shop of the knockings, then, Boaty? Do they have napkins? I don't know. I mean, obviously, this should go without saying. I know the guy that owns it, or certainly I know the guy that did own it. I haven't visited said establishment. If I was going to visit an establishment like that, then I wouldn't do it in the place where I bloody work and could be recognised slipping in and slipping out, if you'll forgive the phrase. I mean, I wouldn't visit an establishment like that, full stop, because A, I haven't as yet ever needed to pay for it, and B, even if I did need to, I couldn't afford it. So there you go. Or indeed a decent fork, says Emma. Oh, matron, I did know, didn't I? Of course. Train journey, road trip, car collection, caper calamity. Of course I knew that. It's this Friday, isn't it? Go to the knocking shop whenever you need a fork, says Emma. Oh, matron, good luck. Good luck. I think you were overthinking the journey home, to be honest. It's a splendid little car, that one. Just jump on the motorway, and that's the best place to get to know a car on the motorway. Don't you? Matron's picking up a new car with her husband, and she was telling me that she's not going to go down the motorway. She's planned A roads. If you've got a new car and you're unsure about it, go down the motorway. Because that's when you can really get to know a car. You can sit on the inside lane, you can get used to this, you can get used to that, you can find where this is, find where that is. If you're on twisty A roads, you can't do that because you're concentrating on turning left and right. Motorways are easily the best way to get to know and become familiar with your car. Just sit in the inside lane behind a big wagon doing 80 miles to the gallon because you're drafting and get to know your car in comfort and safety. And you can stop at the services for a nice cup of coffee. Came for a spooning, got told to fork off, says Peter P. What did you muck up today, Boaty? Asked Carol C. Oh, you'll see in tomorrow's video. I was trying to, simple thing, I'm trying to put a SIM card into Officer Crabtree. It didn't go well. Oh, and while you're there, you must pound the box, says Andrew. I think he's talking about the knocking shop. But talking about pounding the box, let's do that now and get that out of the way. £1. One quite heavy box now. Gosh. Oh, Emma says, I had a lovely chat with Carol Ann today. That's nice, slightly concerning. No, seriously, I'm glad you had a lovely chat. She did say that, she did say this morning that she'd pinged you or whatever. Which is nice. Nice community interaction. Yes, Boaty, it's absolutely true that I dreamt I was hanging your curtains. Are you two plotting something, Emma? Asked Jimmy F500. Well, you did say there would be a quiz on your doings, Boaty, said Peter P. Ah, I did say that, didn't I? Oh, Hedgehog of Truth question coming up. A Hedgehog of Truth question from Emma. So this will be fun. Here we go. Where's it gone? How did you propose to Carol Ann and what is her ring like? How did I propose? I haven't watched the live stream back. So I can't actually remember. It was, I think it was quite late on a Monday night. And as I keep saying then, Monday nights, I'm so tired, and it's the tiredness that means I don't remember anything, so I'm running on autopilot. I was just informed the next day that I'd proposed to Carol Ann and she'd accepted, and I thought, oh, cool, great. Yeah, that's the answer to that. Hopefully I was all slushy and romantic and it'll be a moment to remember. And what is her ring like? Well, I haven't bought it yet because she hasn't told me what size ring she favors. Oh dear. Yeah, it's that's the exciting thing about about the kind of relationship that I'm in and the kind of marriage that I'm going to be having is there's so much to discover. I mean, at the moment, and, you know, hedgehog of truth, I'll be completely open about this, I'm yet to actually meet my fiance in real life. So everything is just based on the fact that we've seen each other's videos. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So there are all sorts of things to find out about, like you know, like the size of ring that is required. No doubt these questions and many others will be answered in due course. You know, in terms of YouTube success, then I think we should just book a wedding and not meet before the actual wedding. I mean, come on, that would make a good YouTube video, wouldn't it? If I was ever going to get 1 million views, or if she was ever going to get 1 million views, well, she might get 1 million views. If we were ever going to get 1 million views, that would be the one. You know, marrying somebody that you've never actually met. You know, YouTube Married at First Sight or whatever that. I believe there's a television program, something of that nature. I don't know anything about it. But I imagine it would do good views. New curtains or just wash the old ones, says Peter P. Green velour, I do believe, says Emma. Boaty was instructing me while I slid it into his pole. Thank you, Boaty, says Matron. We are going on the motorway. It was just the first little bit we were going to pootle on an A road, but I take your point. I agree about the services. Okay, plan probably changed then. So you're in the front parlour then for some hot pole action, Emma. Ah, interesting. Emma says you didn't actually propose to her. You said you were a few drinks away from it, and she said she would await her ring. So technically, you're not actually engaged. So get on with it. Yeah, I said that, says Matron. Married at first sight. It's a very popular TV program. Andrew says that technically speaking, Boaty is still single and ready to mingle with his little tinkle. Oh no, I've got used to being engaged now. I want to be properly engaged. Well, I shall do it now. How's my hair looking? Yvette, with your dampened, often soggy baps. Will you marry me? There you go, that's that done. And suddenly her wedding dress would fall off. Much to the relief of Carol Ann's fans, says Emma. As one comment on a video said, that's one way to lose half of your male subscribers. He can't go roaming in the gloaming, says Diane. She's engaged and being kept dangling on the line, waiting for the call, says Ian. Right, I have caught up with the comments, and we have still got some time left. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to gift, entirely free of charge, will Hedgie be the ring bearer? Oh, God, I don't know. It's, I would describe our marriage as in the unplanned stage. Boaty, she wants a ring. Well, tell her to tell me what size. I don't know what size to get. I'll get her a hula hoop as a temporary replacement. Probably not beef and onion flavour. She's a vegetalist, isn't she? God almighty. I'm marrying a vegetableist. Dear Lord. That's good. There are going to be some awkward Sunday lunches when I tuck into my rare roast beef. Right. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I'm going to gift some memberships, aren't I? Now then, here we go. Right. Make sure you've got your doing set to accept gifts. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Membership. Here we go. Oh, hang on. I've forgotten how to do it. Oh, there we are. There we are. Ring, ring. Why don't you give Caroline a call? Because she'll have been asleep for 2 hours. She goes to bed at 10 o'clock. It don't mean a thing if she ain't got that ring. Right, here we go. She is lovely. She is lovely, Emma. Right. 5 memberships being gifted right now. Yes, all right. If you want to, you should have put a ring. I get it. A ring. Yes. Okay. I did ask her what size her ring was. Maybe she took that the wrong way. I could have maybe I could have worded it better. Oh, I'll have to watch a video and have a look at her fingers. They weren't, oddly enough, they weren't the thing that I was focusing on. Right, memberships, darlings, being gifted here and now. 3, 2, 1, bosh. Who's got them? Who's got them? Who's got them? Oh, Jimmy Quinn. Oh, Super 111, Otter MG, Batman Rubin, and Carl Burton. Oh, there we are. Oh, well, I mean, Jimmy Quinn, I mean, he's not going to get much use from it, is he, at the moment? But there we are. There we are. Ah, I quite enjoyed that. So, welcome to channel membership. You fabulous people. Do please take advantage of. He is. You are missed wherever you are, Jimmy Quinn. Yeah, absolutely. Let's raise a glass to our Jimmy. We've got no idea what's going on with him. We've got no idea what's happened. But yeah, let's raise a glass. And it's horrible, isn't it? You kind of tend to think the worst. We all do, Jimmy F. We all wonder what's going on with Jimmy Q. Oh, bless him. Bless him indeed. As I've said before, let's hope that he's having a break, temporary or permanent, from social media stuff. And let's hope it's nothing. Let's hope it's nothing. It's nothing more pivotal than that. Jimmy's. He's such a nice guy. He's such a nice guy, and I hate the thought that anything might be, not as good as it could be. Anyway, that is 5 new channel members welcomed. Three of them names I recognize, and 2 of them new names to me. So that's nice. Nürburgring, the old Nordschleifer. Oh dear. Well, I guess it's getting towards time to say good night, isn't it? Oh, oh, good old Pocahontas 100 also gifted a membership, and it went to C. Mills. And I think, and if I'm right, then this is brilliant, then I think that is Chris Mills, who was my best friend at school. And there's a video somewhere on the channel of when he came here to Windy Bum from Australia. He lives in Australia now. And he came here to Windy Bum, and we had lunch together, and we had a brilliant catch up and a talk, and I hadn't seen him since I was 15 or 16 years old at the end of school. And I'm sure that is Chris. So thank you, Pocahontas. Thank you very much. That is, I'm sure that's Chris. So that's a fabulous, fabulous thing. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, there we are. What a nice way to bring this live stream to what I suppose has to be the end. It's midnight. We're now into Friday. Carol C will have been asleep for probably 20 minutes. Carol Ann will have been asleep for, well, through the whole thing. She'll have been asleep for the last 2 hours, and very sensibly too. Is there anything I've missed that I meant to talk to you about? I don't think there is. Beef curtain dreams. Night all, see you tomorrow night if I'm back in time and awake, says Matron. Gervais Finn, says Diane. Oh, is I going to talk to you about Gervais Finn? I forgot about that. But Gervais Finn is brilliant. You should all read his books or get an audio book. Pocahontas 100 says, good night, everyone. Sleep well. Have a great day tomorrow. Night all says, bad books. Matron, good luck for tomorrow. Have a safe journey there and back. May you have no train delays or cancellations. And may your journey be an enjoyable. Oh, God. My digestive system is falling apart. Live in front of you, my lovelies. I do apologize. Right. I'll tell you what. The wine's kicking in now. Good night, bruvs, says Mustard. Right, here's the thing. I'm feeling a bit puckish now, and that is a Shakespearean reference. Okay. So apparently I didn't properly propose to Yvette of the Damp Baps, the lovely Carol Ann, but tonight I did. So if she accepts that proper proposal, then I will genuinely change my Facebook status to engaged and see what comments come in. Thank you, Boaty. I'll update you tomorrow if I can, and see you tomorrow, Mustard. Yeah, Matron and Matron's husband are going to be doing a fantastic drive from the north back to London in a Rover 25, and there are few better drives than that, and a nice one. It's a particularly nice car, that, and I'm delighted that it's gone to get down on one knee, Boaty. God, at my age. Okay, there you go. One knee. Oh, all those women on your Facebook will get jealous. Well, we'll see. They might. Will they? Will they? Oh, and hand on hedgehog. God, you're making this hard work. Okay, one knee. Doesn't matter which one, does it? Hand on hedgehog. Good point, Jimmy F 500. He might not be able to get up. Yeah. Well, many things are many things are tricky at my age. The things I do on live streams. Bernard will be straight round, says Emma. She had her chance. She had her chance. Caroline, marry me, my lovely. And now I'll try and get up. Ugh. There you go. There you go. All joking apart, if I will do it, if she says yes, I will genuinely change my Facebook status to engaged, and then I will share with you, if you're not Facebook friends with me, any messages that come in, and I guarantee there's, I guarantee there will be some. At Boaty's age, all the wrong things are stiff in the morning. You saw it here first, Bog, says Andrew. No man noise, impressive. Poor Caroline, says Emma. Well, yeah. Right then, darlings. I suppose that I should leave you all in pieces. That's all done, this iPad. That's all. If you need some counselling beforehand, do let me know, says Emma. Thank you, Emma, with... well, actually, that's a fair comment. I can't say anything to Emma because Emma knows me as well as anybody. Oh, dear. Emma has witnessed things that few human beings should ever have to witness, really. Anybody want to come up with a title for the live stream before we bugger off, or shall I invent something in my Close Encounters of the Inner Scrotum? Right, darlings. The wine has been drunk. The candle will soon be... Yep, I know, Boaty. So I know exactly what any woman would be letting herself in for, says Emma, with some truth, in fairness. It's been a really good year. It's been a really good summer, and a lot of happily memories. Memories? That was a genuine Freudian slip. That was memories, not memories. Title should be just "Will you marry me?" And I can't do that. Oh, Matron and Emma have come up with the same idea, tagging her and "Will you marry me?" I can't do that. Or could I? Hey, it might get some views. It might get some views. That was a genuine Freudian slip, the memories. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, tonight has been good fun. I said Thursdays were traditionally a bit mad, and tonight has been no exception. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for being a part of it. Thank you to, it was Pocahontas, wasn't it, for gifting the channel membership to Chris. Emma's still going. Boaty in bed saying, what do you expect from me at 3 a.m.? That's a fair comment, isn't it? Memories like the corners of my mind. I'd better go before I get myself into any more trouble, hadn't I? Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Pocahontas 100, for the gifted membership. Welcome to the 6th new or reinstated channel members. But yeah, just thank you all for being here, really. I've really enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow night. It's going to be a later one. I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I can do about it. So 11:30 tomorrow night. I apologize for that. I wish I could do it earlier, but you know, it's work. Oh, there'll be a video out tomorrow. I talk about some stuff. It's it's kind of a continuation from last night's live stream, and things happened at work tonight. There's potentially discussion to be had about the future. So you might want to watch that, or you might not want to. I don't know. I don't know. It amazes me that anybody watches any of the piffle that I put up. So that's it. That is it for tonight, darlings. Thank you so much again. Anything else I need to throw at you? I don't think so. I don't think so. You know, once you've proposed on a live stream properly, because apparently I didn't do it properly before, then it's kind of difficult to top that, isn't it? So let's just say, let's just wish you all a safe and peaceful night. And I hope that you are safe, and I hope that you're warm, and I hope that you're reasonably content. And I wish you all a decent day tomorrow, the kind of day that perhaps you can take a little bit of joy from here and there. And if you can, please do. Above all, take care of yourselves. And if you're fortunate enough to have those that you love or who love you, take really good care of them too. And the candle will be relit at 11:30 tomorrow night. Much love from me, darlings. And on that note, Pachu, and indeed, oh yes, bosh. Bye bye.